Hey mate. I'm going to go for lunch with the brokers, mate. Finance all day. See you, Willie. Yeah, that's what we're going to do as soon as the house settles. That's what we're going to do is start developing. Mate, it was good. Met with Theo Chambers, who is the founder of Shaw Financial, and Tom Bracey, who's a good friend of mine, and he's just gone across. So good meeting, mate. Going to start helping a lot of their clients transact and buy better property. I saw that.
What do you think?
I don't like the sticker on it.
Yeah, you can see the line.
Could we use something else, do you think? Like, I like the idea. I think the idea is good. The main thing, you know? What do you reckon, Damo? How you going with that? Where's Kai? Knocking?
No, he's making calls.
Interest rate announcement in 15 minutes, 2:30. RBA will come out. Theo Chambers reckons 0.5%. Here's Frank Rayedi.
Frank the Tank.
William, how are we?
Yeah, Ros, the Reserve Bank boards increased the cash rate by 25 basis points.
Man, you lost. Lucky.
I was always going to be wrong one day.
Yeah, Eastern is out.
Quarter of 0.25% is nothing unusual. That's what they would typically reduce them by.
Mate, what it means is that the fucking economy is in a good spot.
That's right. When the interest rates are rising, the economy is in a good position.
If the interest rates are rising, that means that they're trying to keep inflation in check, and the reason inflation's going mental is because of all the stimulus in the economy.
Yeah, retail spending, primarily.
It's good. It's a good thing. When interest rates are coming down, it's to stimulate the economy because they're not doing well.
Honestly, I don't know who the fuck to trust. Is he my friend or my foe? I'm a exit, bro. Yeah, she give me that claim as well. I remember back when I was younger, I was happy. Nowadays, feel like no one understand me. I'm good at artists, still young.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. You can be as aggressive as you want. So if you're like, okay, well, let me just get in a position to be able to buy again, and then I'll acquire another one. You'll do that. But for example, if someone needs to sell, and you're not in a position to buy, and it goes to market, then you've obviously got to find a way to be able to buy the property.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're not ready to buy, you don't want to let that slide, which is what I f***ed up. One was for sale and I didn't buy it, and it was stupid. I should have found a way to buy it. A converted terrace house, which they convert then into apartments, and we'll go through and buy the individual apartments to make up the full terrace again, and then convert it back to one house. So for example, the terrace by itself is probably worth, I don't know, 6 to 8 million. And my client doesn't have the funds to be able to go buy one of those terraces, but over time he can acquire, say, the 5 units that make up that terrace. Purchase price will be very, very similar, and he can do it over a prolonged period of time. And then obviously as he's starting to acquire them, it's going to take some time. You can essentially start buying the other apartments with the equity from the apartments you've bought previously.
I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time.
So mate, the importance of a strategy is probably the top priority on the list, and the reason for that is because investing in property is not an event, it's a process. When lots of people treat it as an event, right? They go, I want to go buy a property and I want to build a portfolio, but they look at it in isolation per property. And obviously, you know, if you buy the wrong property at the wrong point in the journey, it's not going to have a positive effect on you getting to your end goals. It's going to have a negative effect. You know, for example, if you bought a property as your first or second property that had low growth but really strong cash flow, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to be able to then get the deposit to be able to buy again, which can have a significant impact on your overall journey, right? If that delay has a 3, 5, 6, 7 year effect, it costs a lot of money, and it can set you back. So what we do is we start at the end goal first. We look at where the person is right now, or the clients are right now in their life, whether they're just getting started, whether they've got 2 kids and they're midway through their working career, and then from there we reverse engineer that to where they are right now, and then build out the overall game plan, and then that helps us understand the kinds of properties we need to be buying at different points in the journey. And if you didn't do that, you'd just be going, oh, it'd be good to buy a property right now, and you've got no idea what you're buying and where you're buying and how much you should be spending and what metrics you have to hit. All the rest of it works.
You won't leave me even if I tried it. You're the artist, I'm the mess, and happily perform the new in your head.
The main reason is because I think it's a very slippery slope when you start attaching your identity to like your Louis Vuittons or Gucci's, and obviously I drive a nice car, and that obviously has some status element to it. But you know, like the reason most people wear designer labels, and they're not subtle either, it's like you don't wear a Gucci shirt that doesn't have the Gucci symbol, you know, not on it. Most people have it everywhere so people can tell. It's because you want the perception of wealth and affluence and all the rest of it. And you know, it's just not me. This is me every day. Even when I'm not at work, I still wear a Henderson shirt and and some shorts. So it's just, yeah, and same as I don't wear like watches and all that type of stuff. I think you can wrap your identity up in possessions, and it's not a healthy thing. Because if you know, if something were to happen to your wealth and your ability to be able to afford that, your identity goes with it. And I think a lot of people make their life way more expensive than what it has to be. Like, you know, when I was younger, it was funny, all I ever wanted when I was younger was pants that had these straps on them. Because obviously you can't buy these from the shop, right? Most of the ones that come from the shop are like zipper and button, and then the normal belt loops. So I always wanted one of these. And as soon as I got into real estate, I come to Bespoke and I bought 3 suits. I bought a maroon suit, a blue suit, and what was the other one? Maroon, blue, and grey. Had the straps on the suits. I thought I was a big dog. Now I never wear them. I've got about 30 suits in the wardrobe.
I can't miss no Beverly, you can't hold me. Knew that it was my time and I ain't need a roll. P139, that's the word. This provision is precision, you ain't gotta see the worth. Every situation different. Trust if you're feeling out of luck, or if you stuck, homie, you just can't miss this. It's so easy.
I think what it means is now buyers have certainty. The interest rates have risen. It's no more, you know, there's no more speculating. It's actually a material fact that the rates have risen, and now, you know, I think, I'm not sure how many of the major lenders have passed on the rate rises, but I know CBA and ANZ have passed them on in full, and I think people won't even notice the difference on their home loans. You know, most people have a direct debit set up. If they paid in fortnightly instalments, they might change by $20 or $30, which again is a very, very small amount of money in the grand scheme of things.